The crown princess would fall into a deep sleep every time she served the crown prince in bed, and the crown prince, with nowhere to release his desires, had no choice but to soak in cold water to suppress his urges. At this moment the woman timed it perfectly and walked by. Sure enough, she caught the crown prince's attention. When the crown prince saw the woman's face clearly, he was immediately captivated, so the crown prince immediately ordered her to come serve him. While entering the water, the woman deliberately stumbled and fell into the crown prince's arms. By this time the crown prince was already deeply aroused. Little did he know all of this was carefully orchestrated by the woman. It turned out in her previous life the crown princess had planned to use the woman as a surrogate, but after the woman successfully became pregnant, she was cruelly abandoned by the crown princess, because the crown princess, who had been unable to conceive, suddenly became pregnant herself. In the end, the crown princess even gave the woman to servants to humiliate. Unable to bear the humiliation, the woman chose to slit her wrists and end her life. However, in the next second the woman was miraculously reborn 3 years earlier. At this time she had not yet been used by the crown princess, so the woman decided to change her fate. She then deliberately drugged the porridge. Sure enough, the crown princess fell into a deep sleep while serving in bed, and the crown prince, burning with desire, could only soak in cold water to suppress his urges, so the woman timed it perfectly and appeared, successfully stirring the crown prince's heart. The crown princess woke up frustrated about falling asleep again, so she quickly went out to find the crown prince, but by this time the crown prince had completely lost interest in her. After the crown prince left, the crown princess noticed the woman's hair was damp, so she forced the woman to tell the truth. The woman lied, saying she had just seen a woman escape through the back door. She got her hair wet while chasing after her. She even produced a handkerchief the other person dropped as evidence. This successfully dispelled the crown princess's suspicions. However, this was only the beginning of the woman's revenge plan. The next day the woman cried on the path the crown prince must take, deliberately letting the crown prince see the marks of abuse. Only then did the crown prince discover how vicious the crown princess truly was, so he decided to go investigate. On the other side, the crown princess decided to cook personally to please the crown prince, but having never cooked before, she was allergic to vegetables, causing her hands to break out in red rashes. Just as she was about to chop off the kitchen maid's hand to vent her anger, she didn't expect the crown prince to witness this scene, so he left in disappointed fury. The crown princess had embarrassed herself in front of the crown prince repeatedly, so this time she tried to use her feminine charms, but at that moment the woman timed it perfectly and came to deliver wine. The crown prince deliberately grabbed the woman's hand. Unexpectedly, the crown princess suddenly opened her eyes. The woman had to pretend to accidentally knock over the wine cup. The crown princess immediately scolded her for getting the crown prince's clothes wet. Then the woman followed the crown prince to change clothes, and the crown prince, smelling her fragrance, fell into passionate confusion again. The more the woman struggled, the more excited the crown prince became. At this time the crown princess waited a long time without the crown prince returning, so she pushed open the door and walked in, but she found the crown prince sleeping while holding her undergarment. Then she noticed the kiss mark on the crown prince's neck, so the crown princess ordered a search for anyone using this color of rouge. After a long while, she realized the woman was missing. She immediately locked onto her as the target. When they found the woman, she was discovered burying rouge.